Hello again, everyone. Hope you are well on this Wednesday afternoon. It is August the 21st. I have several things to go over here. Your automobile insurance rates are about to, if not already, about to go up even more. A little more word about the Democrat National Convention. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it, just a thought or two about it. Also, do we need to be worried about the Mpox, the new outbreak that is starting to get more attention? I'm going to go over that and give you my thoughts on it. I also have a very good passage I'm going to share that will greatly encourage you. I know I always say that, but it will encourage you. It is good news, so stay tuned for that. We need good news, in this day and time. These days we need it. But first, real quick, couple of things. In traffic, I've noticed, it might seem small, but I drive a lot in my job. And often I will, if I'm sitting in traffic, at a stoplight, and I often will let somebody in, like when they're coming out of a shopping center or gas station, whatever. I'll let the first car in front of me. I do that often. It takes like 2 seconds. They go in and you go right after them. I mean, it's like nothing, it's not a big deal. But I do that often. And especially here lately, they don't even give a wave or nothing. It's like, if somebody does that for me, which happens fairly often, I give a wave like, thanks. Just give me the wave. Acknowledge. It's like nothing. It's like they give a mug face, so they don't even look my way. It's like, you should let me in, Anyway, it's a little thing, but I just had to share that. Also, the trolls are coming out of the woodwork, y'all. And I'm the same. I present the same. Since I started this channel over 3 years ago, I don't have a store that I sell stuff out of in the back shop. I don't have a gazillion different links down in the description of my videos selling stuff. And I'm not, hey, if you do that, good, you do you. More power to you. That's just not what I do. But, and I'm not a professional speaker, presenter. My day job, I don't give speeches. I work one-on-one with people. That's how I operate. And so this is just my little low budget channel. I'm just a regular guy, just a nobody out here talking about preparedness, spreading the word of preparedness and spreading the word to be close to Jesus. That's what I do. I come on here and I click record. It's like I'm talking to friends. So if you don't like my delivery, I talk too slow, my southern accent, whatever, you can just move on. You don't necessarily have to announce your departure like some do. It's kind of funny. If you want to, that's fine, but you don't have to do that. You can just move on. And I understand. I get it. If you don't want to, if you're just ready to move on, I totally, hey, I don't watch some channels that I did a year or two ago, and it's no, I'm not knocking them. I just have other interests, Anyway, I just had to mention that. All right, the Democratic National Convention, y'all. What a train wreck that is! But the big overriding thing, a few of you mentioned this in the comments yesterday of yesterday's video, is that the big thing that I'm noticing here is that how often they talk about Trump and mention Trump's name more than anything. And it's like these people, it's like they got nothing to run on themselves. They've been in office for the last 3.5+ years. And so they're claiming they're going to fix something that they've created, I guess, or mostly created. And so they're still obsessed with the guy. Trump derangement syndrome is just in full effect. It's on steroids with these people. That's all they can talk about. Talk about what you're going to do. Talk about what you're about. How you're going to correct things. Maybe own up a bit to what you've done at least and say, well, this is what we're doing differently. How about some unity? How about some unity? But I know we're not going to get that. Anyway, I'm dreaming. All right. Inflation, the economy, and people talk about inflation and usually go to food and gas, and those are big ones. But it's also the other stuff. It's not hidden, but it's not talked about as much. And that stuff like, just like taxes. Have you looked at that? Have you looked at your homeowners? I mean, your taxes, your property taxes, your insurance, your automobile insurance, your homeowner's insurance, how much that has gone up. It's easy to kind of skip over that, but look at it. Also, just the cost of automobile repairs, raw materials, oil, stuff like that's just one thing. Utilities, heating, cooling your home. Crime. I mean, that's just another big thing about what's going on. I mean, and that just, there's more to inflation, and I think there's probably an increase in crime, especially robberies and looting a bit. That could explain part of it too. Is things are with the food costs going so high, we're going to see a lot more theft, a lot more shoplifting and things like that. I think that's just beginning. It really is. Okay. Automobile insurance rates is saying that automobile insurance rates could increase 50% in these 3 states. That's California, Missouri, and Minnesota. Also in Ohio, it's going up 33%. They're saying the reason is the price, the high price, increasing cost price of new vehicles, and natural disasters, weather, all that stuff, which, I don't know. I think a lot of that's dog squeeze because, they're just going to get what they can, of course. Shop around, if you're not happy with your insurance carrier, shop, try to get some better rates. I don't know if you'll do any better, but you can try. I think it's part of an overarching multi-pronged effort to limit your mobility. If you can make insurance so high, it's like, well, dang, I don't need this car. I'll ride a scooter, or I'll walk, I get a bicycle. Think about it. Mpox. Y'all, I have mixed feelings about it. On one hand, it seems like they're really trying hard to put this out there to prep. I kind of get a feeling that I'm being prepped for something, like I'm being set up. I get that feeling. I'm getting that familiar feeling that we got in 2020. You know what I mean? When that started to ramp up, when people started to go out and buy masks. Do we need to be worried about this? I don't think so. I don't think it's time to panic. Certainly not panic. Is it time to really be concerned about this? I don't think it should worry us to where we lose sleep or obsess over this. I think that we do need to keep an eye on things, which I'm doing definitely too. Keep up with what's being put out there and assess it for yourself. Do the research. I think it's definitely something we should keep researching, keep looking into, and decide for ourselves. Think critically about this. Don't let emotion take over, fear take over, anything like that. Because they're just because the WHO declared a global health emergency, public health emergency, and they're saying, we should get there's a lot of rumors, there's a lot of chatter out there to prepare for lockdowns, mega lockdowns. I'm hearing that word. I'm sure they would love nothing more, the powers that shouldn't be would love nothing more than to lock you down again. Now, many of us didn't get locked down the first time, depending on where you live a lot too, and just your attitude towards it, your beliefs. That was different for people, especially in the United States. Now, other countries, depending on where you were, that was very different, as far as lockdowns. It was enforced a lot and a lot differently in some other countries. But primarily the United States, depending on the state you lived in, I know when that happened, where I used to work then, it was a different employer than I am now. They threatened us with losing our jobs if we didn't comply with the treatment. Of course, I did not comply. I was ready to invoke the religious, or I don't know the term, religious. Anyway, to say that I should be exempt because of religion. I didn't really have. It got close to where I was going to have to do that, but at the last moment, I think they relented. They said that they had checked with lawyers and all that, and their attorneys and all. And this is in Georgia, and decided not to make that a requirement of keeping employment. And they had held off on that anyway for a while, and so it got to the point where they just said, forget about it. We just strongly encourage you, and all this kind. They put incentives in there. You get gas cards, you get this card, that card if you go ahead and get it done. And I'm like, whatever. And I will tell you, I was one of the very, 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 very few, I believe, that did not comply with that one, in that situation. Anyway. Didn't mean to go on and on about that, but as far as going back to Mpox, they're saying there's over 17,000 cases right now, especially it's broke out on the African continent. They're saying this is a new strain from the one that broke out in 2022. This is a new strain called the Clade, CLADE1, and they're saying this is a the more dangerous variant. They're saying that this variant has up to a 10% death rate. Now, let me tell you something. If something has a 10% death rate, depending on how quickly it can spread, that could be pretty catastrophic. But we just don't know details. It's very difficult to find a lot of details on this so far, other than just what I'm saying here. But it's primarily right now just on the African continent. It has been cases in Sweden, Thailand, Philippines, and Pakistan. There was some news about traces of it being found in New York and California, but I was doing some research a while ago. I couldn't really find where you have real cases of people being observed with this. Now, I missed something, but at least that's what I found so far. One article I read said that it's a matter of time before it hits North America, meaning here or Canada primarily, in that area. Like I said, is it something that we should be concerned about or really freak out over? No, I don't think so. I do think, like I said, we need to be keep a look on this. Lockdowns, if they start trying to do lockdowns, hell no. Hell to the no on that. No. To the treatment, they're going to be throwing that down. No. Again, that's a no. Yeah. That's the way Now, is it something that we maybe should start buying a box or two of the little latex gloves, because they're saying this is spread by close contact with other humans. I don't know. May not be a bad idea to just grab some gloves anyway, a couple of boxes of those gloves anyway. You can still use them pumping gasoline or something, because those gas pumps are dang nasty, so, and they're not that expensive. It's not like it's a huge investment. Hey, it wouldn't hurt just to have that on hand anyway. So anyway, what do you guys think about that? I'm going to go to a passage, but what do you think about it? Is this just all total dog squeeze? Is it totally made up? Like I said a while ago, when you research this, it's not real easy to find a lot of information, a lot of details about it. Maybe it's just too early, but we'll keep watchful on it. All right, I'm going to Psalm, let's see, where are we? Psalm chapter 103, the first few verses. This is a good one. Bless the Lord, O my soul, and all that is within me. Bless his holy name. Bless the Lord, O my soul, and forget none of his benefits, who pardons all your iniquities, who heals all your diseases, who redeems your life from the pit, who crowns you with loving kindness and compassion, who satisfies your years with good things, so that your youth is renewed like the eagle. Amen. Didn't it feel good just to say that? I mean, really, just to read that. Who pardons all, not just the one, a few iniquities, all of your iniquities. It is forgotten. Ask for forgiveness and repent. Who pardons all of your iniquities, who heals all your diseases. I don't know. That's pretty encouraging to me, y'all. And on top of that, we got the gift of Jesus, who is our great Redeemer. And more than ever, we got to stay close to Him, y'all. Like I said, the trolls are. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what section of hell they're jumping out of. I don't think it's all bots or robots. I think they're people, and they're lost, and they're very, very angry, and I dare say possessed. I mean, really. That's what I'm seeing. But I won't put up with it. All right. Let's stay close to Jesus. Let's be careful out there. God bless you. See you soon.